Hello, I am Ashley TotonTrombley, teacher and instructional designer, and today I want to discuss with you different ways to make Osceola Welcome Center and History Museum more interactive and accessible to all patrons. I have come up with cost-effective ways to allow speakers of both Spanish and English, as well as those with hearing and visual impairments, to enjoy the museum. These cost-effective ideas are designed to work with your current displays, while allowing those who speak another language or have a disability the opportunity to be able to be fully engaged with the museum and learn all that Osceola County has to give. We will incorporate multimodality by using video, audio, as well as interactive media throughout the museum to increase patron engagement as well as knowledge retention. One of the ways that we can make the museum more accessible is by using what is already in the pockets of your patrons, their cell phones. When patrons enter the museum, they are given a map of the museum in their chosen language, which includes QR codes for them to scan at each exhibit. They then have the option of listening to an audio recording of the plaques and an extra explanation from a tour guide, or looking at the transcript of the poster and the facts from the tour guide. This would be in their language and would allow them to both see and hear the information given. We won't stop there, however. At the Swamp, Cane, and Lawrence Silas exhibits, we will incorporate sounds from the swamp and cane fields, as well as recordings of Silas talking about his experiences of life in Osceola County. Included in the map would also be a scavenger hunt that leads patrons around the museum with small facts about the different exhibits. For example, patrons would be told to visit the area where the sweet-smelling trees can be found in every direction and find a fact about how the oranges were transported. Now let's look into the future and think about blue sky ideas. These ideas can be incorporated through the future years of the museum to continue to improve interactivity and patron satisfaction. Instead of having patrons use QR codes to listen to the audio, each patron will be given a headset that connects with each exhibit as they walk up, allowing them to hear exactly what is happening. In the Swamp exhibit, adding video, interactive media, and more immersive elements would allow patrons to feel that they were in the middle of the swamp and retain the information given on a deeper level. Changing the background of the exhibit from a picture to a video of the swamp with all of the creatures living there would create a sense of inclusion in the exhibit instead of simply just viewing it. We would also have sounds of the swamp playing at the exhibit and have the air smell like moss and moist air of the swamp. By targeting the majority of the human senses at the exhibit, the patrons will feel as if they were in the swamp and learning about what they feel is around them. To add a level of interactivity, we would add touchscreens throughout the exhibit, with different quizzes about the individual animals and a hunt with the animals game. Users would be able to choose which animal in the swamp they want to be and hunt for the food as if they were that animal. Patrons would have to know what food each animal eats and match the correct animal to their food. At the Orange Grove exhibit, you would be greeted with the sweet smell of orange blossoms and oranges. At the Lawrence Silas exhibit, you'd be able to hear Lawrence Silas talking about his time in the cattle business in Osceola County and see pictures from his life there. At the Cane exhibit, the sounds of the workday bell can be heard, as well as the sounds of the steamship. Patrons would feel the mist of the water and feel as if they were right by the ship ready to transport the sugarcane. By incorporating more interactive media, video, and audio, the museum patrons would be able to retain the information at each exhibit on a deeper level as they would become active learners. My goal is to have each patron who leaves the museum feel as if they truly know the history of Osceola County and are excited to come back. I'm excited to speak with you further about the ideas I have for the Osceola County History Museum and Welcome Center. Together, we can take the museum to the next level. Have a wonderful day.